Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. How are you today? I hope everyone is in a good condition as always, and I hope everyone is ready to learn. We are continuing about our next unit on general English every day. Yeah, so let's learn more things to improve your English. Okay, so I hope everyone is ready. Let's get started. Unit 6, every day. These are the points that we are learning right now. So there are some points. The first one is time, present simple, always, sometimes or never, and days of the week. For the first point, you're going to learn about how to say time in English. For the second point, present simple, kita akan belajar tentang mentioning about your daily activities and other people in your neighborhood activities. Well, you can say someone's activities like your sister or brother or parent, yeah. Kemudian poin yang ketiga, we are learning about adverb, the frequency that we usually use in telling about our daily activities. Ada always, sometimes, and never, and more adverbs that we can use to indicate frequency. And last but not least, number 4, days of the week. Learn how to pronounce each day of the week correctly in English. Let's learn more. So these are, as you can see, we have times here. There are 10 clocks. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 have been done for you, but you need to listen carefully to the way each number is pronounced. And please complete the informations about time from number 6, 7 through number 10. Okay, listen and repeat, and then what you need to do is to write the times, especially number 6 to number 10. Okay, are you ready? Let's start.
Unit 6. Tape script 6.1. The time. 1,
It's 9 o'clock.
2,
It's 9:30.
3,
It's 9:45.
4,
It's 10 o'clock.
5,
It's 10:15.
6,
It's 2 o'clock.
7,
It's 2:30.
8,
It's 2:45.
9,
It's 3 o'clock.
10,
It's 3:15.
Okay, so you have listened to the time. Don't forget to not only to listen, but you can also imitate the way to pronounce the word. Ya, bisa ditirukan ya cara pengucapan waktunya. Bagaimana ya cara kita bertanya tentang waktu? This is the way to ask questions. Yang bertanya tentang waktu, yang untuk menanyakan waktu. What time is it? What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Jadi pukul 9 tepat. O'clock. These are some questions that can be used in asking about daily activities. Contoh ya, cara bertanya tentang daily activities atau keseharian, kegiatan yang kita lakukan sehari-hari. What time do you get up? What time do you get up? What time do you go to work? What time do you go to work? What time do you have breakfast? What time do you have breakfast? So in the beginning of the questions, kalian bisa gunakan what time ya. What time? Pukul berapa? Okay. Now we have a story about Kim, about her daily activity. Yeah, so here you must listen to Kim talking about her school days. Choose the correct time. Karena di sini dalam satu kalimat terdapat lebih dari satu waktu. Jadi masing-masing ada dua indikator waktu. Ya, sebagai contoh nomor 1 ada pukul 7 dan 7.45. All you need to do is to listen carefully to Kim's school days, ya, Kim's school days, and choose the correct time. Oke, perhatikan ya, di sini ada beberapa kegiatan yang dilakukan oleh Kim. Get up, have breakfast, go to school, have lunch, leave school, get home, and go to bed. Listen carefully, choose the correct time. Okay, here you go.
Tape script 6.3. Kim's day.
Well, on school days, I get up at 7:45. I have breakfast at 8 and I go to school at 8:30. I have lunch in school with my friends. That's at 12:15. It's early in our school. I leave school at 3:30 in the afternoon and I walk home with my friends. I get home at 4:30, have tea and watch television. I go to bed at 11 o'clock on school days, but later at the weekend, of course.
Tape script 6.
Okay, so you have good informations about Kim, yeah, her school days activities. Now this is time for the grammar spot. Yeah, please remember the structure that you need to have when writing sentence in English. Untuk kalimat positif dengan subjek I, we, they, you, perhatikan kata kerja yang ada di sini ya. Kata kerja di sini berupa zero verb atau kata kerja yang tidak mendapatkan imbuhan apapun. Ya. I learn, you learn, we learn, they learn. Oke, kata kerjanya tidak perlu mendapatkan imbuhan apapun. No s, no ing, no ed. Jadi langsung saja ya. Bagaimana dengan bentuk negatifnya? Bentuk negatifnya mudah sekali, tinggal tambahkan do not. I do not learn. We do not learn. They do not learn. You do not learn. Gampang ya? Jadi hanya tambahkan do not saja untuk bentuk negatifnya. Now, ya, jadi di kolom sebelahnya, di sebelah kanan kalian ini terdapat subjek dengan bentuk yang berbeda. Sebelumnya di sebelah kiri ada I, we, they, you. Nah, di sebelah kanan ada he, she, it. Ya, oke, he, she, it. Ya. What happened to the verb? He learns. She learns, it learns. Terdapat tambahan s setelah kata kerjanya, ya. He learns, she learns, it learns. Jadi untuk subjek he, she, it dalam present simple tambahkan s di belakangnya. Bagaimana dengan bentuk negatifnya ya? Nah, bentuk negatifnya juga simple sekali, tinggal tambahkan does not. He does not. Apa yang terjadi pada kata kerja yang mengikutinya? Ternyata tidak lagi mendapatkan imbuhan s ya. Jadi kalimat positifnya mendapatkan tambahan s. He learns, she learns, dan it learns. Namun apabila sudah mendapatkan kata kerja bantu does not, ini tidak perlu lagi mendapatkan imbuhan verb, mendapatkan timbuhan s ya. Jadi langsung saja he does not learn. She does not learn. It does not learn. Jelas ya? Jadi kanan dan kiri ada I, we, they, you, dan he, she, it. Perhatikan bentuknya. Oke? Let's move to the next slide. Okay, here are some example of sentences of daily activities. Ya, coba mungkin nanti kalian bisa menambahkan aktivitas yang biasanya kalian lakukan sehari-hari, ya, yang mungkin belum disebutkan di sini. I will read out to you and you can read after me, ya. Please repeat after me. I get up at 7. I have breakfast at 8. I go to school at 8:30. I have lunch at 12:15. I leave school at 3:30. I get home at 4:30. I go to bed at 11. Simpel kan? Sederhana sekali bentuknya. Jadi kata kerja langsung ya, langsung mengikuti subjeknya. I get up, I have, I go, I have, I leave, I get, I go. Tidak perlu mendapatkan imbuhan apapun. Jadi rumusnya di sini untuk subjek I, we, they, you langsung tambahkan dengan kata kerjanya. Oke. Untuk bentuk negatifnya tambahkan do not. I do not get up. I do not have breakfast. I do not go to school. I do not have lunch. I do not leave school. I do not get home. I do not go to bed. Jadi tambahkan saja langsung bentuknya di sini dengan do not sebagai penanda negatif. Pretty clear? Ya. Bagaimana dengan ini? Ya. Oh, ada di sini untuk bentuk pertanyaan, ya. Bentuk pertanyaannya adalah do you get up at 7? Do you have breakfast at 8? Do you go to school at 8:30? Do you have lunch at 12:15? Do you leave school at 3:30? Do you get home at 4:30? Do you go to bed at 11? Ya, jadi kita membutuhkan kata kerja bantu di awal kalimat. Do plus subjeknya, ya. Do you go? Do you leave? Begitu dalam bentuk pertanyaan. Nah, sekarang sekali lagi ya, kita lihat dengan cermat di sini contoh penggunaan kata kerja yang mengikuti he, she, it. Masih ingat ya tadi kita tambahkan verb s or es. He gets up at 7. He has breakfast at 8. He goes to school at 8:30. He has lunch at 12:15. He leaves school at 3:30. He gets home at 4:30. He goes to bed at 11. Jadi di akhir kata kerja kita tambahkan s. Gets, has, goes, has, leaves, gets, goes. Oke ya, jadi di sini ada penambahan s. Untuk bentuk afirmatif, afirmatif itu apa? Kalimat positif. Kita perhatikan lagi di sini. Untuk bentuk negatif, he, she, it, tambahkan does not. Namun jangan lupa verb yang tadinya dalam bentuk positif mendapatkan s, di sini sudah tidak mendapatkan bentuk s lagi. He does not get up. He does not have breakfast. He does not go to school. He does not have lunch. He does not leave. He does not get. He does not go. Jadi tidak lagi he does not gets ya. Jadi he does not get. he, she, it, tambahkan does not, dan harus setelahnya verb 1. Oke. Interrogative form tinggal kita geser, pindahkan ke depan kata kerja bantunya ya. Does he get, jangan lupa sudah ada kata kerja bantu does, kata kerjanya tidak perlu mendapatkan imbuhan s. Does he get up at 7? Does he have breakfast at 8? Does he go to school at 8:30? Does he have lunch at 12:15? Does he leave school at 3:30? Does he get home at 4:30? Does he go to bed at 11? Does he? Verb 1. Ini untuk bentuk pertanyaannya. Oke. Nah, when saying about your daily activities, kalian bisa menyebutkan dengan menggunakan seberapa sering kita melakukan sesuatu. Nah, di sini ada adverbs of frequency untuk menyatakan seberapa sering. Nah, ini ada 3 yang bisa kita gunakan, walaupun nanti masih banyak yang lain juga ya. Nah, ini saya tunjukkan ketiga bentuk ini. Always, like 100%, 100% ya, selalu melakukan ini. Sometimes, kadang-kadang, well, let's say 50%. Dan never berarti tidak pernah melakukan ya, jadi tidak pernah melakukan ini, tidak pernah melakukan kegiatan tersebut. Okay, now this is time for you to practice. There is someone here. I need to figure out his name later in the recording ya. Read the sentences about his day. Write the times. Ya, sebagai contoh nomor 1 ada he gets up at 6 o'clock and he has a shower. He has breakfast and berapa nih? Di sini sudah ada informasi waktunya juga ya. Nanti kalian bisa cocokkan. Listen carefully and at the same time look at the picture. Silahkan dilengkapi nomor 1 sampai dengan 8. Oke? Ya.
Tape script 6.5. Elliot's day.
He gets up at 6 o'clock and has a shower. He has breakfast at 6:45. He leaves home at 7:15 and he goes to work by taxi. He has lunch, a Coca-Cola and a sandwich in his office at 1 o'clock. He always works late. He leaves work at 8 o'clock in the evening. He sometimes buys a pizza and eats it at home. He gets home at 9:15. He never goes out in the evening. He works at his computer until 11:30. He always goes to bed at 11:45. He watches television in bed.
Okay, last but not least, our last points ya. Points number 4, days of the week. Ya. When mentioning about atau when saying about daily activities, kita biasanya juga menunjukkan pada hari apa kita melakukan kegiatan tersebut. So that is why this is very important for us to know days of the week. Ya. Ada apa saja ya? Silakan kalian lihat di sini ada phonetic symbol atau cara untuk mengucapkan masing-masing dari hari ini ya. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oke ya, kalian dengarkan baik-baik, kemudian bisa tirukan cara pengucapan days of the week ini. Oke? So we have learned 4 points today. The first one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Ya, apa saja tadi silahkan kalian review kembali ya penggunaan khususnya present simple. Pengucapan time, kemudian present simple, I, we, they, you, he, she, it, kemudian penggunaan adverbs of frequency, seberapa sering kalian melakukan sesuatu, and this one, days of the week. Okay, so I think this is enough for today. Ya. Last but not least ya, silahkan kalian dengarkan audio berikut untuk nama-nama hari, days of the week. Oke. Nah, kalian simak baik-baik, kemudian praktekkan.
Script 6.16. Days of the week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's it for our lesson today. Many thanks for joining and participating. Yeah. So keep practicing, everyone. See you in the classroom. Stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye. Goodbye.